to another tutorial on the Paintology drawing app from the Google Play Store. Currently only available for Android phone and tablets. So what I'm going to do here is something a little different to what I normally do on daily tutorials. Some of you have already seen my previous tutorials and know that I take a drawing and from start to finish in 2 sessions. I'm going to keep the 2 sessions, obviously, the starting off with the Produce YouTube channel and then having a 10-minute break and hopping on to the Paintology YouTube channel. So let me dive ahead and tell you what this is all about. So the Paintology app, as you can see when it's installed, is this app here. So this is currently on my phone, and I can show you a few other things relevant to you. And let me just go ahead. Sorry about this. My files, internal, and then I'm going to show you. I didn't have this image up here. This is the image that I normally typically show on how I draw, and it's exactly the same thing. Nothing has changed. This is my humble Note 10 phone, and you can use any Android phone to make this drawing using your finger. I typically use the stylus now, more and more so, because it allows me to see the areas that I'm pointing to when I'm actually showing you the tutorials. So, but you can do great drawing just with your phone. So if you don't have a stylus, you still can do good drawings. So, so you can have any Android phone, install the app. The app can be installed by typing in Paintology, or the apps like some people do, and there it is. That's the app, and you can see here, it's the app here, the screenshots of some impressive drawings, probably drawings that you like to watch rather than do, because I know majority of you have a hard time struggling to draw, and this is where this tutorial comes in. This tutorial, it's not an advanced drawing app or a kid's drawing app like some people like to think so. That's because no other drawing app does what Paintology does, which is teach you to improve your drawing techniques all the way from basic to advanced. What you see here are advanced drawings naturally, and you don't expect to do this overnight, right? So that's why the reason I'm going to show you what the app is all about. So I do hope you'll get a lot of benefit from this tutorial. So let me, before I dive in, let me show you a few other resources, and you should really pay close attention to this. So we have here, first of all, let me get this away. This is the Paintology.com website. It supports all the tutorials, blogs, and posts that you see. So you have tutorials, community. Community is something I'll show you once in this tutorial. So we're going to spend like 45 minutes and showing you some of the tutorials and how you can benefit. And you will then see for yourself that this app is trying to get you to do something different compared to other apps, and then you'll not be too quick to judge on the app, just on what you see once you've installed it. So this is when you go to paintology.com, you'll see the screen, home screen. Then click on this pink button, and then you'll come to this page here: live streams, Google Classroom, Udemy. So there's a number of courses, obviously, in Udemy, and many of you have been signing up for that, which is fine because you know Udemy's structure and how it works. And I haven't really updated anything recently on that. There's about 30 courses on the Udemy platform, and they're mostly free. All of them practically are free, except for one or two. So you can follow those because they're structured, and you might have a better way of learning there. You might, because you're already familiar with that platform. But this page has all the data of the daily tutorials that I've been doing to date. Look, it goes all the way down, all the way back. Look how far it goes down here. So when I started back in 18th October, okay, I was doing 2 drawings each, yeah? It's only 18, not 18th October, I'm sorry about that. That's just a template. This is a template. 3rd of September, actually, yeah, I was wondering. You can see that I've been doing a drawing for each of the channels separately, and then only about 3 weeks ago I decided to do one drawing and take it from one channel to another because it's just very tasking. It takes like 3-4 hours to complete 2 drawings and takes a big chunk out of my time during the day. So that's why I split it up. So we can see their completed drawing here. This was one of the drawings I did. This is on the phone. So this is showing the power of block coloring. Yeah, this is all coming back to me. This was one sunset showing the real power of block coloring. And many people think you need drawing skills, but if I'm going to show you a few fundamental tricks of that's one I did as well. And you can see I did that. There's so many demonstrations for you. This one of the clouds. So I did a lot, and honestly tell you that over 2 months of drawing like this, I have increased my skills so much more. I thought I was already proficient in digital art, which I am, because not many people have drawn like the way I do and as fast as I do. So, and then I realized that there's always room for improvement. Plenty to get going, okay? Plenty. Look at that, all that list. So you can go through that at your leisure time. So today is 3rd of November, and I've listed the reference. I normally typically list a reference image, which you can see here, right? And then also the streams. These are part 1, part 2 streams in GMT time that I'm showing you these tutorials. And then you can see yesterday I didn't have any tutorial. I take a break once every fortnight or something. But you can see 3rd of November, I have a reference image here. This was the most recent drawing I did. And this was the completed drawing. You can click here. That's the actual completed drawing. It looks pretty good, huh? Impressive, huh? So I'd go through the whole process of making this drawing and then the streams for this drawing. So if you want to keep it running while you're cooking or eating or something, you can do so and then follow along to it, because this is designed, Paintology has been designed to not to showcase my artwork, but to showcase art techniques, the very techniques that can get you much better in drawing. You may think that you can't draw, but honestly, if you give yourself a bit of time and effort with Paintology, your skills will go through the roof, I'm telling you. And that's what I'm here for, to teach you these skills. So let's look at this, right? So this is the home screen of the app. And did I cover everything? I don't think I did. So I'm going to go back and just show you 2 other items that I missed out. Paintology.quora.com. Please do sign up to this and you'll see, you know, follow me on here and you'll see here I keep a daily update of what I'm doing on this space, Quora space. See the drawing I did here? This is another drawing here. You can see all these are drawings of the reference, the late Matthew Perry here on the phone and in the same session, and the unmistakable Marilyn Monroe. There it is. So these are all because of techniques, nothing to do with using hundreds of tools to get the effects or whatever. So that's one of the other one is the Google Classroom. This I'm going to include more and more. It is designed for you to go and take a structured approach to drawing because I know pretty well. I've developed the app. I'm an art. I draw and I develop the app. So I control the how the app blossoms into whatever it is. So that you don't normally have a developer, a technologist who defines the app, an artist, and at the same time they do make paintings and drawing. But in fact, I do. In fact, I do a lot of things, and in fact, I have a lot of skills, and I've written a lot of things about how to acquire skills. And it's not down to being born with the talent. It's actually down to creating a mindset that's going to take you further in drawing. And there are a lot of you who will judge you will be judge drawing on the basis of what others do, and many others around you will majority of you will not be able to draw or don't draw for practical reasons or something else, but and then the ones who draw are so beyond your level you almost think it's unreachable, and so you give up easily. That's the problem, because you try and follow them and they're not able to explain to you how this works. But thankfully, Paintology has been designed to take you from zero all the way to the drawings that I do, you have seen. And I would like some of you guys to go beyond me. And haven't seen anyone who's capable of doing that yet, but maybe some of you will. And hopefully that will be satisfying to me to know that someone's picked up the skills that I've been teaching, and it's not just going into one year and coming out the other year. It's actually making sense. So that's what I wanted to show you first. So let's head back to Paintology. This is the app. Now, many of you, when you install the app, will dive straight into Draw and go to blank canvas like that, yeah? And then they'll look at the tools that they're familiar with in the other apps and say, oh, okay, more brushes, all right. What else? Okay, yeah, so it's got, create a brush, interesting. Okay, let me use that. And then I'm drawing here, doodling. It hasn't got the blending. I'm trying to blend. No blending, hasn't got layers. Oh, terrible. Hasn't got this. Hasn't got that. Hasn't got this. Okay, I'm out of here. That is a pure mistake. You do that, you're not interested in learning about art techniques. Now look at this. Look at this, my painting section. Would you like to tell me in the comments, if you feel like that, how I made this drawing in less than 2 hours? Would you like to hazard a comment, make a justifiable comment, and if you could make the same drawing in less than 2 hours on any other drawing app? You just couldn't. And first of all, you wouldn't be able to even fathom that this was done digitally. Most of my artworks have been confused with traditional drawing. So you just couldn't. So before you jump away from the app, think about how one gets to this point in drawing. And it's all through art techniques, the techniques that I learned when I was doing traditional, and then the techniques, the very same techniques I've applied to digital. So you got to understand that I'm a one of a very small minority that I can actually draw very well on traditional, and not just draw, but paint. I have big paintings hanging on my, family houses. They love my paintings, artwork. Whenever I felt the urge, and I haven't for a while now. I can bring all my paints out, knife, canvas, paintbrushes, draw on a huge canvas, and I go creative. And it looks like a masterpiece almost, right? But I spend a few hours doing it. It's not all that difficult, and that's the result of having acquired important skills of painting and drawing. And these are the very thing I'm going to show you. And this is just one example of many. You'll go through all my, look, this one as well. Should be able to hazard a guess how I did that in less than 2 hours, and how you would go about it on any other app. You couldn't. You just couldn't put your head around it because you are so familiar with tools. You're so dependent on using the tools to get you here. But there are tips, art techniques, drawing skills, and the very techniques that Paintology has to make drawings like this. Okay? So that's what I wanted to say first. So let's look at the app now. So don't dive into draw, dive into tutorials there. Okay, that's my very first and topmost tip. Tutorials, because you're here to learn drawing. You're not here to compare the drawing if you feel comfortable with all the tools around it. If not, you do a runner, okay? If you want to do that, you will never reach the level of skills that I've shown you, because that should be your focus on developing your skills. It's like this. Let me give you an analogy, right? If you if you go to a carpenter to make you a piece of furniture, do you actually honestly judge that carpenter by his tools he possesses? Do you think that's really simply the same thing here? Do you honestly go there and judge the carpenter? Oh, you got that saw, which is probably good. I got that, got this hammer. It's the right size. You got that, got that. You don't, do you? It's ridiculous to think like that. You actually judge the carpenter on his produce, the products, just like anyone. You go to the shop, you judge your food by the basis of its produce, not the how it was produced. So it's the same thing. The carpenter, you ask them, oh, I like these cabinets you've done. You can build this designer cabinet for me. I love it, the way you did it. That's how you do it. And you should judge the same thing. You do the same thing for anything, any skill you are. It's one of the reasons why a lot of people cannot acquire the proper skill set, because they come with a very highly prejudiced mindset. And you should remove that prejudiced mindset. Whenever you take up a new skill, please remove any preconceptions about that, especially if you're a beginner. Please remove that and then let the teacher listen to the teacher and absorb what they have to say. And that way you'll become a much faster learner, a much better teacher. And by the way, I'm not a technologist. I'm sorry, I'm not an artist by training. Most of my life was spent on technology, developing back-end systems in IT, infrastructure, IT, enterprise systems, and all that. So I'm a very highly seasoned technical architect, but I happen to draw, and that's the reason I bring my technological skills and drawing skills, my love for drawing, into the Paintology app. And that's the reason I provide this app for free for everyone to learn. I feel anyone who can pick up the phone can learn to draw. So let's have a look at these tutorials. Look at this. They're divided into a lot of categories. So here is what I'm going to tell you again. Most people are so fast, so impatient. Just have the desire to look through it quickly. Oh yeah, this is the right word I'm looking for. Pencil. Ooh, pencil drawing. Interesting. Oh yeah, this is right. This is right. Oh, don't take the time. Relax. Pace yourself. Take the time to learn. Give yourself the opportunity to learn. And believe me, you'll learn a lot. And I have so many skill sets that I could go on showing off about. You would not believe it. You just would not believe it. But I acquired those skills because I put the right mindset when I head into it. And therefore, because I've got a lot of skill sets under my belt, I know exactly how to acquire new skill sets. I'm always focusing, concentrating, paying attention, not trying to rush to the end, giving myself time, patience, because as you do that, that's the reason why you build up the speed. I've slowly built up my speed to such a level that very few people can, replicate the speed at which I draw. And that's natural, but to me, when I'm drawing at that speed, it just feels totally natural because I've been doing it, I've been practicing it. So practice doesn't have to be difficult, it can be fun. The whole idea of paintology is to get you to practice and have fun, but doing fun things and then practicing and then indirectly picking up these very important drawing skills, okay? Nothing academic about what I'm going to show you. It's all very easy. Anyone can follow it. Maybe there will be a potential language barrier, but if you understand English, which hopefully majority do, you will know exactly what I'm saying. So let's head to this and then first, remember, if a person has presented you this page, they're actually trying to tell you paid by numbers is one of the most important button because we put it at the top. So let's go ahead and click on that. Okay. So here, what we have, sorry about the duplicates, we are going to fix that, but don't worry about it. It essentially amounts to the same thing. So what is it? It's showing a whole bunch of tutorials, and then you look through it and you see something that you like and you click on it. It's probably not the best way, okay? So if you're a beginner, you're going to measure yourself and ask yourself, how good am I? Or am I really? Just because I like this drawing, the giraffe, doesn't mean you're going to go dive into it and just draw. You might have to go through here. Look, medium level. Look at these categories. Hard level. I mean, it just it's there for a reason, right? If you like animals, you might go to animals. Medium, quick guide. Kids coloring. Kids coloring naturally means people who are of a younger age wants to color, and they will probably be a little bit, simpler. So if you think you're a beginner, you don't be shy about going to there. Or go to quick guide, and you'll see here, quick guide gives you a quick way of making these drawings. This would be probably your starting point. So let's click on this. Remember the number 450. The number is there for a particular reason. So we're going to go ahead and click on this. And you will be seeing this sort of dialogue that just disappeared and coming up, right? See this dialogue? That dialogue is pointing to this toggle button here that you can see here on the top right of the menu. Click on that, and here you have a complete video of some of this drawing someone's done. There you are. So it's talking about the digital while it's actually doing this drawing. Can you see it? So it's actually showing you how this drawing is done. And it's all the way to the completion, yeah? You'll see it. Okay? So now let's head back by clicking on the toggle button here. Okay? Then let's close this. And we have you must feel you have an idea of how this is done. This is a paint by numbers. It's very intuitive, not difficult to tell, right? One represents the one color here. So you click on one, and then there you are. I can adjust the brush size here, right? Okay. And then I can zoom in like that. See that? Very, very easy. And then I can change the brush size and just follow this. This is the most important. This is the most universal way of painting. Paint by numbers is such a wonderful way of learning to draw and learning to improve your skills, right? What's the next color? 3. Let's pick 3 here on the bottom, and then away we go. So let's just complete this drawing here, right? If you can do this, this is a wonderful start to your drawing experience, okay? To your drawing skills. These are the skills you need to develop if you want to reach my level, okay? That's why I'm showing it to you. Do you want to reach my level? I don't know. If you do, yeah. If you don't, if you've got other things in mind, you don't have to, do you? But I'm probably sure you've come here because you want to learn, right? There, so 3. And then I can rotate. You see how I'm rotating? It's wonderful. It's been all designed in that manner, okay? There you are. I'm not too worried about but see how I do it very quickly. I don't expect you to do the same, but you can adjust the brush, even make it smaller if you wish, and entirely up to you, okay? And then notice here I've got it this, but if I take it 100%, I'll get more of the ink coverage, and it will cover everything underneath, okay? I'm decided to leave the black banding around here and then just do this. So this is way fun, and you can see under paint by numbers there's many of these that you can draw, many. In fact, the reason I've provided this paint by numbers on the app is, what color is that? 3. So let's go to blue, the cupcake, right? The reason I provided these paint by numbers, very valid reason, is because I actually relaunched my drawing interest when I did the paint by numbers that I bought from a hobby shop. That's why I sort of love this technique. It gave me the confidence, built up my confidence to do drawings. Yeah, you see, this is what drawing is about. What's this? And then that was enough because I was holding back for a long time. I felt that I couldn't draw and I lost some of my skills, but that was totally untrue. I actually had the skills inside of me. All it needed was for it to burst out of its seams. So that's when I really got into traditional art and all that. So you see, I'm just taking that, rotating it, moving it. Right, we do that. It's so much fun, and you got about well over 200 of these templates that you can paint like this and make. And I've done very complex ones as well, and you'll see it in the videos, paint by numbers, and you've got full access to this, so no problem at all. And this will develop your let's have a look what it looks like. Click on the zoom button and you see how we're almost practically done, isn't it? Wonderful, isn't it? The 4 is a yellow color. Okay, so let's go to 4. See how quickly I can go through it. Do the main bulk of it. Yeah, zoom in. And then when I come to it, I can improve it. You know, there are many paint by numbers, which really shouldn't be called paint by numbers, where you just literally just click on the numbered region and go, where's the fun in that? You know, you can't even draw. The whole idea is to improve your drawing, isn't it? I mean, some people like doing that. I mean, okay, that's fine. But the thing is, if you want to learn drawing, you've got to do this, isn't it? This is what improves your drawing. So let's go here. And then I'll show you how to improve this drawing. Okay, let's leave that, leave some of that black mark there so we know that this is the paper element that we need to get right, yeah? Okay, so deliberately left the black there, right? And I'm not too worried. I'm doing it very fast. Actually moving this, so 2 fingers will keep moving this image along here. That's all it does. So let's go ahead and see. It's practically finished, isn't it? That was a 5 minutes job. But if you want to improve that, you see that black banding there? So this is what I'm going to do. I'm gonna go ahead, right? And then I'm going to reduce this brush, right? And I'm gonna pick. You could either pick the color picker on number 4, or you can pick the color picker here and then just pick that yellow color. Now you've got so many ways of doing it. And then you can say, you know what, I want to correct this. So what do I do? Let's reduce it as much as we can. And then let's pick that 5. That's the black color. Is that the right size? No. I'm gonna pick that. Is that the right size? Yep. Alright. You know, and then pick the color picker. See that? How I did that? Improve that. That is showing how you can improve. And then pick that black. There you are. And then pick that black again. Remember, cupcakes, you know what cupcakes looks like. You must have been to birthdays. And then let's go here. And then we can say, oh, another one there. How about that? And then we can improve this. As you can see, this is how it improves your drawing. There, right? And then pick the yellow. And then there, improving it. Pick that blue. This is how I normally improve my drawing. It's like zooming in and doing it really quickly. I don't waste any time, because time is, for me, too valuable to waste. Yeah? And then anywhere else you see, oh, it's not looking good. Oh, I can see an area here. Okay, pick the black. Oh, wow. And then you can pick the white color and then take it off. Do you see how I did that? Pick the blue. Wow, not bad. And then pick this green. Just done that. You see how you keep improving? Pick the white. See that? And then pick the blue. This is what improves your speed of drawing. I was surprised and shocked at how quickly I could keep going, and then I will turn it into almost like an illustration. Yeah, so that you can save it. So now let's go ahead and save this. So if you click on the save button, you have save, post, single shot, share, or new. So what that means, I'll explain each one. Save means you're going to save this drawing, and then if you've half finished it, you can save it and resume afterwards, right? This is a sophisticated app. Keep that in mind. It's not an app designed to show you one thing and that's it. And then once you're done with, dusted and buried, right? It's not. It's designed to take your drawing to an exceptionally high level, your entire drawing journey. So save means exactly that. And when you click on save, it gives you a default number, and you can either choose that or you can say, I'll give it a number, cupcake, right? Cupcake. That's all it is. Cupcake drawing. Drawing, it's mine. Yeah, you can say mine. Yeah, cupcake drawing of mine. I just did, right? Finished it. You may not have finished it, so that's actually saved. Right now, you got the other options here. Post. Post means you can post this to community, this particular drawing. And share means obviously you can share it with all your buddies, or, it opens up the share. You must be familiar with that. And then here's another interesting one, right? Single shot. So let's click on that to see if it works. Start now. Let's do it again. Single shot, because we had to give it permission. It's taken a single shot, and now it's taken the whole single shot, and now you can share it. So basically it's like saying, I'm going to take a whole snapshot of this drawing and then share it. Okay, and it's going to open up the share. It's very simple, very intuitive. Everything is extremely intuitive. And new means that, do you want to start another drawing? And then you can say yes, and then it will save it and give you a default, and then you can start another drawing, right? It's just saying, all right, you save this drawing, make sure it's giving you, and share this drawing, it goes back to the drawer. Let's go to all the way back to my paintings here. See this? This is the drawing you did, right? And you can open it up again and continue the work, right? If you wanted to, yeah? So now let's go back and show you this. I'll come to this video guides a bit later on in my painting. It's there for a good reason. Now let's go back to paint by numbers and look at a few others. Right now you can see, ooh, I'm getting good at this. Let me try this tiger. Same thing. Look at this tiger. You can zoom in, pick the colors, drag the colors, 15, 15, there, right, 23. This has got a lot more colors, and it will take you a little bit longer, obviously, but all the time it's improving your confidence in drawing. Believe me, that's why I put paint by numbers right at the top, because it does improve your, honestly, it just does improve your skills. Right? And there's so many of these fun, it will improve your drawing skills. If you think you can't draw, if you can't draw, then this will probably help you. So you can save this before you go out. Like if you click on the home button, save this right at the default, right? And then if you go to my paintings, you can carry on where you started. There it is, right? You can carry on. Just take your time. Don't pace yourself, right? So that's the my tutorial. So that's the button that you should first go to. Okay. So now you can see so many tutorials, so many templates, all the way that you can draw. Okay. So many that you can see and decide. You know what? I like this drawing, but I have to. But measure your ability. If you don't, you're going to get quickly frustrated and leave, because you're doing something far too complex for your level. Okay, so keep doing that, keep building up confidence, move to something a bit more complex. Always gauge your own ability. Okay, that's the first tip I'm going to show you. Now let's head towards the next tutorial, which is pencil drawing. Now what's that all about? Well, it's showing a lot of pencil type drawings. What are they anyway? Let's have a look. Look, should we go to this one and see what that's all about? Yeah, yeah, let's go to that. Again, it's got a video associated with it. So what's it saying? Oh, it's saying, let's check the video, what it says, right? It's actually helping you, giving you, okay, it's a part of a shading exercise. Okay, so there you are. This is in the video guides. You can see. Okay, so there you see. So now you see it's trying to say, it's giving you a whole set of ways to make drawings on your phone using this. So what is this showing? It's actually showing you how to use the shade brush. So what is it showing? Shade. Okay, let's pick that. Okay, I'm going to brush shade brush. What is that? Let's see what it is. And then here I'm going to show you how to do pencil drawings. Normally in pencil drawings I turn to the grayscale here. Can you see that? It's turned this into a grayscale, okay? Now let's see what this shade does. Let's just put a few marks down. Oh, okay. Just like a pencil, isn't it? Let's do a few more marks. Oh, wow. I can go over it and it just, all it does is simply gets thicker and thicker and darker and darker. Isn't that wonderful, isn't it? But remember, this is behaving very much like a pencil. And that's the reason for calling it pencil drawing tutorials, right? So let's go all the way to the dark here. The dark, and I'm dragging this cursor, and then let's do that. So it's giving you, it's allowing you to make a pencil drawing, but think of this as like an H gradients of pencil all the way to 12B or higher. So you got a very powerful method of using the brush. HB won't go anywhere beyond a particular tone, you know that, right? You may try your hardest best. Look, it won't go anywhere beyond that. Like, I'm moving it, right? But if you have selected 12B, it would be like that. Look at that. Beautiful, isn't it? And then you can select a very low pigment content, and then look, it's not even, this is called tonal coloring, tonal drawing, and tonal drawing exceptionally the most important parameter any artist will teach you on making drawings, making 3D drawings, right? So let's take a look at the video again because it hasn't finished. Now quickly I cut it. It gives you an intro. Now let's see what it's doing. Wow, look at that. This 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 person who's drawn actually happens to be me. And just put a female voiceover. So here, look what it's doing. It's actually taking this drawing template that we have of here and turning into this. Yeah, and so just gone slowly over it. Okay, so that's what it's doing. You can actually toggle back and forth once you've done something and watch to where you are, and then it will resume from where you left off. Okay, see, it tells you where the actual tones are that I picked, right? And then try and turn that. So what I would do is I usually go to the color picker and go, okay, and I put that down there. Start off by doing this, and I'm not going to show you the full, obviously, right? Oops, I've gone too far. I don't want to go. I want to keep that, right? And just practice getting the shades. I'm picking the color picker to get that shade. So if I come here, I've got a darker shade. I use the color picker to get the darker shade. So I'm somehow got the ability to do that. Yeah, you see that? See how I'm doing that? It's so easy. It's pencil drawing at its supreme best, isn't it? That's why I call it pencil drawing. You keep doing that, you can get the exact shade, and you can see that there was a darker shade underneath here, right? And then because the light is coming from that, we'll just keep it like that, right? So easy. And then you can look at under the chin, pick that color there, and just merge. Right? And this nose, lips, eyes were also done through, because they were created differently. And then let's go here. We could take the line, more brushes, go to the line, and then we can decide, you know what? I think that, look at that color of the hair. You can say, all right, let's create a little bit of real type, you know? All right? And then we can change it. We can change it a little bit, get different tones, yeah, and create the effect of hair, right? There it is. You can practice that, right? And then when you practice that, you'll get to extremely rapid skills in hand, and then you can save this. So let's go back, and then allow you to save it, and then you can resume it again later on. So this is all pencil drawing. Look, it teaches you about shading. Where have you found somewhere where in digital they show you these type of, it just, people just don't, digital teachers just don't spend enough time on the fundamentals. They push you to learn all these tools, this tool, filling tool, layers tool, and that really takes you away from the core skills of art. So this is a lot of demonstrations for you here, including this realistic drawing and one of my favorites, the froggy drawing. This is a totally, this drawing has been done without any trace. So if you think that I always use trace, so that's the only way I can draw, well, take a look at this, you know? Don't judge too quick. Look, this is all done from an outline here, which you usually start off, and look, I'm producing this in freehand. All the furs. Beautiful pencil drawing. Look at that. Yeah, I'm looking at a reference image and making this drawing. See that? That's the skills you will develop if you keep practicing. And because the practice sessions are there not because just to give you pass or kill time, it's designed specifically to build up these skills that you can apply in freehand drawing like this. Okay? So again, you're given this, you see? So you can follow along to that. Every time you draw and make the colors. Oh, sorry, that's not the pencil. It's a shade brush, shade. And then you can draw, and then when you've done, you can follow along to what I've done, and then it will resume. Okay? To resume. It's obviously speeded up, but if you want something slowed down, you can always keep practicing, looking at the whole video, practice, and then come back to it. So I think I've covered in the first part some of the important areas of paintology. You can save that, obviously, right? Just like I'm going to save it and then go back to my paintings. And what do you have? You've got everything there. You can resume, right there, okay? And carry on where you've left off. Just keep practicing there. This is a drawing that we did, complete drawing we did. And remember, it's in grayscale, so don't get carried away on this, because this is because we had it on grayscale. So make sure you get it out of grayscale. So if we open it up again, there it's in color. So keep that in mind, be patient and draw. And this is the one we did earlier, and we were getting close to it, making it nice. Just keep practicing on that, and you'll come across, improve your portrait. And these are all your paintings, okay? So in the next session, we'll have a break here, and in the next session, live tutorial on the Paintology, I'll carry on showing you other features of the app, and there are so many. And so please do join me there and subscribe to this channel, and I will see you there. The link is available on the description. If not, go to the this page that I showed you from paintology.com and then click on the button there and then go down, and then you'll see stream part 2 in about 10 minutes. All right, so I'll see you soon. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.